Hey everyone, AYBL Main here. It's Friday and I figured it'd be a good opportunity. I got a few moments and I'll go ahead and record my top 5 albums for every year that I've been alive. We're at year number 35 now, and that's 2003. So we're marching closer and closer, so here we go. Making it into my top 5, even though that it was an album I wasn't that big on at first, really grew to appreciate it over time, and especially coming off of Kid A and Amnesiac. It's Hail to the Thief by Radiohead. You should check out 2 + 2 = 5. Also check out There, really great tune for that album. So kind of squeezed in there, but I grew to appreciate this album. I kind of wanted to throw it in there. White Stripes' Elephant also made it. I ran all of their discography all at once when I actually did it. So this one probably is my second favorite album. We'll probably get into the other one a little bit later. This one has Seven Nation Army, which is a track that most people are familiar with. Ball in the Biscuit, that's really great. If you're into blues at all, you should definitely check that track out. Give you some indication that Jack White has a little bit of blues influence going on. Also making it into my top 5 is Death Cab for Cutie's Transatlanticism. Death Cab, of course, mostly known for their one little pop single, I Will Follow You Into the Dark, little morose pop tune that they had. This one is their best album. There's no doubt about it. The critics loved it. Fans love it. I love it. Check out Expo 66 and The Sound of Settling. Both very good tracks, and the whole album has some great offerings for it, so you should check it out. Barely not making my number 1 spot is Placebo, Sleeping with Ghosts. If you need to know what Placebo sounds like, just picture Depeche Mode. Now what you do is you give Depeche Mode a couple bags of cocaine and let them do it. And that's kind of the sound that Placebo's album here has. It's kind of a amped up Depeche Mode type of sound. It's really kind of cool. The title track's really nice. I like the bitter end. And I also like this picture. It's got a great music video that kind of goes along with it, that kind of speaks to societal infatuation with living forever and narcissism. So definitely worth checking out. But making my number 1 is A Perfect Circle's The 13th Step. It's a concept album dealing with addiction. All the tracks have something to do with that. It doesn't necessarily be substance abuse. Some of it was about creative addiction, always having to feel like you have to be at your best creatively. Check out The Noose, Gravity. The tracks that made the modern rock charts are going to be Weak and Powerless and The Outsider. The whole thing is really good. I'm a big fan of A Perfect Circle. Maynard James Keenan has not disappointed me yet in any of his undertakings, so I can highly recommend this album. As for the album that everybody said I would love, but I actually didn't, I'm going to take a stab here at the Outcast. Speaker Box / The Love Below. It's a quadruple album is really what it is, guys. It is 2 hours and 15 minutes long. So if you're going to bring me something that's 2 hours and 15 minutes long, 1 hour of it better be exceptional stuff. And it wasn't. There was like maybe 3-4 tracks that I really liked on there. The way we move, Hey Ya and Rosa Parks I really like. That's the only ones that come to my mind off the top of my head. Everything else is just okay. And just okay when you have a 2 hour and 15 minute album is just not going to cut it. So I was very disappointed with this album. I like their other albums much more than this one. It was just way too bloated, too much filler in there. So that's what I've got for 2003. Look forward to doing 2004, which is probably my favorite year of the early 2000s and one of my top 10 favorite years overall. So catch you then.